this part here. Yeah guys, all these are plastic as I said, so that's the inlet manifold piece. And then we've got 15B, which is the inlet manifold piece 2. This big one, the first one we put in, needs to go in the top one. So just gently pull it out. Hey all, welcome back to the channel, Rich43. Hope you're all doing good guys, hope you're all well. Today I'm building Dom's Charger from the Fast and Furious, and we're at issue 15 guys. I've got it all here prepared for this video. Hope you're enjoying this build guys. It's going to be a good one. Now if you're not already subscribed, smash the subscribe button, give us a big like, would really appreciate that. So subscribe, like, comment and share. Without further ado guys, let's crack on with Dom's Charger. Okay, so we'll take a quick look through this week's mag, issue 15 of the Fast and Furious build Dodge Charger RT. Now this week guys, what we're going to be doing is building part 3 of building the engine block. So putting more parts of assembling the engine block, part 3. Here you can see all the parts we've got in this week's issue. Let's just keep looking through the rest of this mag. I mean, I think there's about 10 instructions this week guys. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty cool one this week, but as you can see here, we've got a lot of little pieces to fit, so it's going to be interesting. So yeah, that's the mag for us guys. Now what I'll do, get the parts. This is how they come guys in the pack, lovely sealed, protected, it's all good. I do hope you're enjoying this build guys. If you are, subscribe. And as you can hear by my voice guys, I'm still getting over this rotten cold I had last week, but I'm getting better every day, so yeah, it's all good. It was a right one, I don't know where I've had it from, but yeah, it's a bit of a pain. And as you can hear, my voice is getting better than it was on the other builds you heard this week. Every day is getting better basically. Right, so if we just carefully lift this plastic up, look at the detail on this, look at that. Now, this is not metal, it's plastic, but it does look very effective as you can see. Now, I think if they did it all metal, it might be too heavy for the whole build of the car, if that makes sense. I think that's why the engine has part metal and part plastic. It's not all metal, but it does make it pop. It's a nice shiny plastic coated silvery effect. Right, so what we'll do then guys, I'll go through the parts we've got in this issue. So first of all, we've got 15A, which is the inlet manifold piece, this part here. Yeah guys, all these are plastic as I said, so that's the inlet manifold piece. And then we've got 15B, which is the inlet manifold piece 2. But look at that, it's going to pop guys when this goes on the engine block, it's going to look amazing. We've got 15C, which is the inlet manifold piece 3. And 15D is supercharger base. There's that one. And then what are the goodies we've got? We've got 15E just here, which is the supercharger back plate. I can't get over how shiny they look and how cool. I'm just putting those to the right guys, and then they're out of shot and I can get on as we build. The screws, we've got CM screws, AP screws, and also, oh, they're not screws, they are 15F. Oh, this is the fiddly bit guys, these are the fuel injectors, and they're going to have to be applied by hand. I'm sure we're going to need tweezers for that. And speaking of tweezers, if I get these little pots out here, I've got 2 pieces here. This is 15G, these are the fuel injector lines. There's 2 of those. I think we've got 2 smaller ones also. In fact, we've got a lot of injector lines here. These are the smaller ones. These are 15J. So all these are the injector lines, guys. There's 4 different injector lines. So if I just grab these, you get the gist. You get what these are. They're just different size injectors what are going to go on different parts of the block, the engine block. So there you go. That's all the injectors, and that's all the parts we have in this week's issue. Okay, so first of all, we want instruction 1, align the 4 mounting holes in piece 1 of the inlet manifold 15A. So we've got 15A here, guys. That's 15A. So we want that, and we want 15B, and we want that way round. So what we've got to do is apply that 15A to 15B, which is simple as that. Easy as that. And then what we're going to do is we've got to put 4 AP screws into those holes to connect those together. So what we do now then, guys, is putting 4 AP screws into that hole, that one, and that one there. So let's get these in nice and tight. Now they've got to be tight, guys, but be careful not to go too tight as you can just screw into plastic. I wouldn't have thought it'd break any fittings, but you never know as you're screwing into plastic. So just take it easy. So yeah, last of the 4 screws going into 15B, attaching 15A. So yeah, as you know, guys, if you watch me, what I do is start off the screws and then go back round and fully tighten them. The thing is that it gets the pieces attached better, if that makes sense. Instead of doing one side with some parts, then if you tighten the one side too tight, you may have issues doing the other side. I'm not sure you would have with this, but hey ho, it's just the way I do, guys. Just a little tip if that's what you want to follow if you're doing this build. You can get this build, guys, from Fanhome. Check it out. It's a pretty cool site, to be fair. I've had a little look around it, and they've got some really cool models. They're just doing the transformer model, which I'd love to bring to the channel, but at the minute I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to stick with what I'm doing, and we'll see how we go on through the year, the latter end of the year. Right, instruction 2, guys. Now attach piece 3, which is this part here. Now you've got this little lip here, guys. Well, this little plastic thing sticking up. I'm not sure what that is yet. But anyway, we've got to turn piece 3 that way around and attach it to 15B. So what we've done there, guys, is we've attached this piece 3, which is 15C, the inlet manifold, to 15B. It's as simple as just gently push into 15B, and now what we're going to do is attach 4 AP screws to connect them together. Again, start those screws off, guys, a little bit at a time, and once you've got all 4 in, go ahead and tighten them up. Yeah, I've been thinking this week between builds, as you know, I've got to get my studio sorted, and as these models are progressing, I've got to try and get this corner done where I'm doing the builds now. My intentions are to board it out, basically put boards on the wall of the garage, and then put as many shelves as I need for now, and it'll just be a work in progress, I think, just so I've got somewhere to put the builds, especially the Titanic, guys. If you don't watch that, take a look in the playlist, guys, you'll find it. It's a pretty cool build if you're new to the channel. But yeah, that's going to be near enough. I think it's over 1 metre in length when it's fully built, but at the minute there's that many different parts being built and being stored, it is huge, guys, and I'm just running out of shelving at the minute what I've got to put them. So yeah, I do need to get this studio in some sort of order. But that's that part done for instruction 2. But yeah, that'll be coming soon to the channel, guys, and I might document it and let you know how things are going with that, and I'll show you what I'm doing. Back to the build though, guys. Instruction 3, take the engine block you assembled in a previous session, which is that part there. So if I just reach over, it's just on the top of this camera, guys. You can just about see that now. Yeah, so this is what we've built in the last few weeks. Guys, check this playlist out of this build if you want to see that, how it's got to this stage. It's a pretty cool build, this is, guys, and if you want to catch up and watch a few issues before this one and continuing, by all means, you do that and take a look, guys. So what we do now then, 15B, this part, we want to position that way around, so these little nozzle things here are facing to the away from the gearbox, basically. What we're going to do is push them onto these pins. So it just rests like that. Now what we want to do, guys, is this flat piece here with no detail on. We want to be showing this part basically at the front of this. So we want to attach that 15E to 15D, so it looks like that. So you've got all the detail on show there. And then we're going to attach that together, those two pieces together, with AP screws. And also, guys, for newcomers and you regular viewers, obviously I say hopefully you're loving these builds and the content on the channel at the minute, but there's only now a few months and I will be bringing back the Z900 rides, which I'm hoping to do at least 2 videos a week of those. So yeah, weather permitting, it's the UK weather. But yeah, as long as the weather picks up, which it should be, spring coming and all, and summer, through the summer months, then I want to be bringing a lot of Z900 content. But regulars to the channel also from last year, you remember I was having a lot of issues with my, well, I say GoPro, it wasn't a proper GoPro. I've got to get a new one this year, proper GoPro, so I can bring good content for you guys. But back to this build anyway, guys. But again, yeah, subscribe if you want to see that, guys, bell notification. You'll never miss out when I do go on this Z900, and you'll see all the videos what I put up as soon as I put them up. But back to this build, guys. Instruction 5, attach the piece you assembled in instruction 15.4, which is this part here. And what we're going to do, if we turn the engine block this way round, it wants us basically to attach that. My bad there, guys, sorry, totally got that wrong. That should look like that, and it's self-explanatory there, guys. I'll just put that piece 15B the other way around and add a gap. That is wrong, guys. I've made that mistake, so you guys won't have to. What I've done is just turned it the right way around. That is how that's supposed to look. So sorry, guys. Do you know what? I'm blaming the cold. The cold I've had. This little bug. I'm blaming that. That's my excuse. But I do apologise for that, guys. I've got a feeling that a lot of people who, if you are building this along with me, maybe you've done this, or you was reading the instructions and you was probably shouting out saying, what the hell are you doing? Yeah, I did that wrong. My bad. I'm big enough to take that on the chin. Sorry. Right, I've rectified that now. That's done. That's all the fun of building, guys, though. You do make little silly mistakes like that. I don't get it up over it, to be fair. It's just one of those. But yeah, that's how it's supposed to look. Like that. A little bit. Right, so if I turn that round, put that there, back to 15.5 instruction, we want the inlet manifold, piece 2 of the inlet manifold, 15B, this part here. And what we're going to do, guys, is face this part towards the gearbox and then place this on top like that. So that's how that looks. So that's how that looks. And then what it's saying do is attach those parts together. So we're going to apply these AP screws, guys, in this corner, that corner, that corner, and that corner. Again, I'm going to just do a little bit of a thread on the screw at first, and then we'll go around the build, put one in each corner, and then tighten them up. Man, this is big. Very big. But it reminds me of the DeLorean build, guys. It's a magnificent sight to do and be part of building the engine block, etc., and all the details. But the sad thing is, you only see the top or the bottom of it when you open the bonnet or look underneath the model, the vehicle. But hey, yeah, that's part of it, I suppose. That's what engines are, really, aren't they? But you're going to see all the top of the air intakes and everything, as you can in the movie, because it's got a massive air intake. Right, so let's just tighten these screws up nice and tight. I'll show you in a sec, guys, once I've tightened these screws, what the result looks like. Yeah, that's that done. That's how that looks. Look at that, guys. Don't that look good? It's amazing. Really cool. Okay, so we'll put that to one side. Oh, this is a blast from the past, guys. Look what we're doing here now. Instruction 6, take the air intake scoop 1D, which is this beautiful thing which has gathered dust, because this was way back in the first few issues this was built. Love that. Now what we're going to do with this then, the blower unit 1H assembly that you built in the first construction session. Yeah, it was the first issue this was, guys. That was one of the first pieces you got to build. Carefully separate the scoop from the blower case. Right, so it's not screwed. We've just got to carefully detach those, because as you can see, these little pins, guys, would be very, very easy to damage. So we've separated those parts. Now to instruction 7, position the blower unit onto the supercharger base 15D. So this is the blower unit, and what we're doing is now attaching this to this part here, which is 15D. Now what we want to do is get this the right way around, guys. So if I position this piece like that, like it is in the magazine there, and then what we want to do is the blower unit, which is this part, it's got to be attached to that. Look, oh my god, look at that. Look at that, guys. Doesn't that look cool? What? That is amazing. I love that. And now we've got to put 2 AP screws in these 2 holes, just there and there. So if we get 2 AP screws out. Do you know what? It's so effective though, guys, but it's been so easy to put together this engine. It's just like block to block, which is what you want, but the results are amazing. It's not been fiddly yet. I've got a feeling it's going to be in the next few instructions, but we'll see. See how these pipes go on. The injector pipes, I think they're called. Yeah, fuel injectors. So I'm not going to jump the gun yet. We'll see. But I love it, no matter what. It's all good fun. I'm so happy we've now put all this air intake and the blower unit onto the engine block. Basically that blower unit has been stored for the last 15-14 issues from day one I started to do this build. Now what it's asking us to do, guys, is attach the fuel injectors 15F, which are these parts here, onto the lines 15G, 15H, 15I and 15J. So if I just get a few of these, I want 4, so if I get 4 out, and then basically you've got these what go down in sizes. So you've got 15H, which these are very fiddly to get up, guys. You've got 15G, and what you want to do is you want the straight edges on the left side. That's where the injectors are going to go. So there we have them all lined up, guys, and what you want to do, it's telling us to apply these little injectors to the shortest side, which is basically the straightest side there, as you can see, and it is as simple as pushing on like that, and they don't go far, but that's the result you've got. So what we'll do is put these to one side, because I think you know what's coming next. We're going to have to do the other injectors also. Just be careful not to bend this part here, guys, as you're pushing, but they don't go in very far, don't go in far at all. This one's a bit tricky to put in, but there we go. That's him. Take a look. I'd have thought we'd need a bit of glue with these, but it doesn't say put glue on them, so I'm not going to, as long as they don't come off. Yeah, simple as that, guys. Look, let's have a look. And the last one for this instruction. So you can see that. That's what they mean by that. That's the shortest side of the injector, and that's got to go into these pieces 15F. Injector pipe, I should have said then, but you know what I mean. There you go. And that is instruction 8 done. Now what it's saying to instruction 9 is turn the air scoop over. So yeah, turn that over like this. So as shown in the picture here, guys, what we've got to do is get the longest 15G, which is this part here, and then if we turn that way round, we've got to attach that, which they do gently push in pretty easy. And then what I want to do is this one, it's got to go into this hole just there, guys, the bottom left. So if we just, but there's no glue needed in this, you know. I just hope they don't fall off. I don't think they will. That's how that looks. And then we want 15F, which this basically is going to go 2 holes down. So you've got 1, 2, so that's got to go in there. Gently push down there. And the hole it's got to go in is above the one we've just put in. So that's going to be the top left. That's how that looks. I think that's right. Yeah, I think that's going to be right. Doesn't that look cool? I like that. That's pretty cool, that. So just to make you aware as well, guys, in the instructions, it's basically these are 15F. So it's telling you to attach 15F into the air scoop, and then these are classed as 15G, well, the big pieces, and then you've got another one here which is 15I. And now what we've got to do, we've got 2 of these left, as you can see there, and all it's a matter of doing now, which we're going on into instruction 10 now, is putting this into this second hole down, and just follow the instruction, guys. This is 15J, and this has got to go into the bottom right hole there. So just gently feed it through the other inject lines you've attached. Gently give it a little push, and that's the third one in. And then we want 15J. This is the smallest of them. This goes in the bottom hole here. And there's only one hole left, so it's got to go in that one there. But guys, look at that. Doesn't that look effective? and that's going to be on the top of this charger. That is so cool. I love that. And now guess what we're going to do? We're going to do all that again on this side. So if I just put that there a sec, just on the top, what you want to do is make sure you got the straight end on the left on all these injector pipes, like so. You can see it's a bit diagonal there, guys, so you want all the straight ones on the left. It calls on the shortest side, it's that one there. And then we want the injector connectors, and this is taking us now to instruction 11, which we're nearly there, guys, for this week's issue. Nearly done. Now what I found when I was attaching these, it's easier to like twist them on, if that makes sense, because then you're not going to put too much pressure and you may bend the injector pipe, and you don't want to be doing that. So I'll find it easier. A little tip for you guys, what I found out, just do it like this. Put it in the hole and spin it on, twist it on, whichever way you want to say. But that looks, it is a lot easier that than pushing, because you've got a risk of bending that pipe then. And it does feel like they're going to come off. Now it's down to yourself, guys, if you want to glue them on. I have thought about gluing them, but I don't know, they are stopping on, so I might leave them for now. If they do come off anytime moving it around, I might glue them on. Apply a little bit of glue or something, but for now, see, some are very tricky to put on, as you can see, but they will go on. It's easy to spin them on, because then it works through the plastic with the injector pipe, and you're not putting pressure on the injector pipes. Right, so on the right side of the blower, obviously that's got to be that way round because we're working on the other side. This is 15G, the biggest of the injector pipes. You put it in the furthest hole away from the end, and if you look at the diagram here, guys, just follow the diagram. That's got to go in the top hole of the 4, like that. So it's in that one. That's how that looks. Just make sure that the black plastic piece of the injector is actually pushed in, guys, because it will come out. Now what it says do next is the next size down, which is 15H. So the first one was 15G, now it's 15H for this injector pipe. All the 15Fs are obviously the black injector plastic pieces. So that goes in there like that. So you can see that's easily pushed in. And if you quickly look and follow the red line, that goes to the bottom left hole. Now, I think you've got to follow the instructions here, guys, because if you put them in the wrong holes, I'm not sure they're going to fit exactly where they've got to go. So the next one, which is 15I, so we've done 15G, 15H and 15I, which is the second from smallest one. What I'm going to do is put that in the second from last hole. I'm going nice and easy. And follow the red line, that's going in the top. Oh, hang on a minute. Right, I think, see, I've put that one in the wrong one. This big one, the first one we put in, needs to go in the top one. So just gently pull it out, guys, it's not a problem. Get the tweezers to help if you need to. That's going in the furthest hole away. So it's got to go in So this is why it's best if you get it in the right holes before you connect them all, because it's very fiddly to find it. So yeah, basically the first one, 15G, that has got to go in. So we follow that line along. That goes into the top right circle, and the next one, which is 15H, that goes into the bottom left. There, bottom left circle. And you'll find, guys, they won't reach certain holes, if that makes sense. So once you put this side in, if you try and put them in the wrong hole, they won't go. So that one goes in top left. That doesn't seem what I told you this was going to be fiddled in, otherwise. That doesn't seem like it wants to reach. Let me just double check this. So this is 15I. So that doesn't make sense because it's saying 15H goes in the bottom left, which we've done that. 15G. I don't want to reach. I said this was going to be awkward, didn't I? Shouldn't be, but it is being an awkward one. Why doesn't that want to go in there? See, that wants to go in that hole there, but this big one, I wonder if the big one's got to go down there. Right, I'm going to try that, guys. I'm going to leave it recording because I want to see, well, I want to show you the rough and the smooth of doing these builds. So I think that's got to, tell you what, if we take these out, this is the big one. Where's the big one going here? Yeah, that's right. Even that one's come out now. God, I did tell you this was going to be a fiddly one, guys, didn't I? God, hang on. Right, everything's falling apart now, guys. We'll be fine. Get through this. See, we've got this part coming out, and we've got other parts coming out. Oh my God, hang on. We got so close to getting through this build, well, this issue, without any problems. See, now the other parts come out. Oh God, I'm gonna have to do this again in a minute if I'm not careful. No, I've rectified that now, I think. Yeah. Right, so hang on. So the biggest piece on this side is going to the top, which we've done that. And if I put that in there, do you know what might be easier is if I just see what hole it'll reach. I think that might be the best. Let's put that in there. So that's feeding down there. So it's telling me to put it in that one. Do you know what, guys? If all fails, what I would do, if you're having issues, just put a mirror like that. Mirror them side by side and just follow where that side's going. That's what I'm going to do. Shouldn't go wrong then. So that one is going to the bottom one. Yeah, this is it now, guys. We've done it. We got there in the end. Just trying to make sure these are not going to pop out like that one has. I'm still filming, guys. I'm keeping it on. I try and do that so I can just show you there's roughs and smooths. And you can see there's warts and all, as they say. See, I'd still say glue needs to go on these because they're going to be a pain if they keep popping off like that. Right, last and not least, as he takes a big deep breath, There's only one hole left. Guys, give us a subscribe for this and a like. I think I deserve that after this. It wasn't too strenuous, but it was a bit hit and miss. But a bit of a tip, guys. Once you've put the left side on these injector pipes and follow the instructions, and you get that right, and that's how they look. That's how it looks like that. Look at that. What I would do, if you find it a bit of a struggle, just to make sure you're doing it the right way, just follow, mirror it. That side you've already done, the left side. Put that in, follow it along, and put it in the same hole there as it is on the other side. You're not going to go wrong then. But guys, that is it. But don't that look cool? I love that. But that is it, guys, for this week's issue. You know what? I've got to do it. I think that's the right way. This is how it's going to look. Oh, God, look at that. Look at that, guys. Ain't that cool? Let's do a dry fit of it. Just don't break the pins, that's all. It's not telling you to do this while I'm doing this. Look at that. Cool. Guys, that is it for this week. Please subscribe, like, comment, share. I'd love to hear from you guys. But for now, that is it for Dom's Charge from the Fast and Furious. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Peace. That is it for this week's build of the Dom's Charge from the Fast and Furious Fanhome, guys. If you want to get this for yourself, check out Fanhome website. It's brilliant, guys. It's so easy to get around. At the minute, they've got the DeLorean build, Back to the Future DeLorean, which I've got on my channel, which I built when Eagle Moss did it. They've got loads of other stuff, guys. They've got Star Wars models. They've got, obviously, this, Dom's Charger. Take a look for yourself, guys, and see what you think. And if you want to come along and build this with me, go to Fanhome website and obviously subscribe for it and get cracking. And follow me, obviously, on my channel, Rich43, to come along and build this wicked 1.8 scale Dom's Charger with me. Now, if you're not already subscribed, guys, you know what to do. Smash the subscribe button, give us a big like, comment and share. And also, guys, press the bell notification so you don't miss out on any builds of this model or any other builds on my channel. You'll get notified then every time I put a build up. But yeah, for this week, Dom's Charger is done. It'll be back next week, guys, so stay tuned for that. And thanks for all your support. But for now, see ya. Peace.